back.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Karen.
And I'm Robert. Good to see you again.
Oh, this is Mercury retrograde. This is like the fourth time we've tried to record this one today.
Actually, it's the fifth, but that's okay. Who's counting?
I am, because I find this really frustrating. Electronics and communications are challenged, and they will be until September 5th. So we'll
When
just have to be
Mercury
patient.
starts going with the regular flow again. That's why it's called Mercury retrograde.
It actually goes prograde on the 5th, but it's usually a couple days. It's kind of a little bit hanky because you're just in that shadow thing going, and you just have to be a little cautious in what you do. It's a great time to complete things, but not the best time to begin things. And this is a communication thing, so it's vulnerable.
No signing contracts.
Yeah, we'll work on all that. I'm not an astrologer, by the way. I'm studying it, but I'm not proficient yet. So, but I've experienced retrogrades for a long time, and I watch them carefully now.
So have I. And I do
So
too.
we are respectful of Mercury retrograde. And it does have its things you can use it for. It's great for completions. It does have some positive aspects to it. You just have to know kind of how to harness it and make it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
But communications,
And the reason why we're here today is we are moving along.
right.
My beautiful wife has just received a gift from the universe, and that is more time to be able to devote to you.
Well, here's the thing. I've learned if you don't answer this call, if you don't follow that energy, you end up getting hit by the cosmic 2x4, and I really don't enjoy that process. So I followed it this time. I didn't fight it, and it took some months to accomplish it. But again, being patient, following the energy, I've ended up in a place where this is now what I do full time. And I always regarded this as a retirement career, but it really is another career. It's just the next phase in my personal evolution. So,
But it's also something which she has been doing all her life. It's just something's come in between that sandwich and gives an extra layer of
well,
taking you away, giving you a break, but when you come back with more gusto.
it is sometimes challenging to do this if you're working 60 plus hours per week.
Yes.
So.
And traveling up and down the whole state
So
of
now
Virginia.
we're in a place where this is what I do. So you're going to see a lot more on YouTube from us, and more development, I think, with our website as well. We have had a lot of projects that have been on our to-do list, and now we are embracing them. So
Yes.
you are going to see them manifesting, which is really good. We will be doing upcoming book reviews. We'd like to share the books. People often ask me, what did you read about this, or what would you recommend for this? So it just lends itself to, we will talk about some of the books that have helped us along our path that we have found interesting and beneficial. And in the fall, we have at least one author who's going to spend a little bit of time with us. That would be Rosalie Dearhart with her book, Future Pool. So we will put all this up on the website and talk about it ahead of time. So if you want to work along with us, that's fine.
And the next thing that is really coming up, that's going to be a long kind of project with multiple hellos, is my darling wife is going to start teaching dowsing.
Dowsing it was one of the first tools that I actually sunk my teeth into. And I found out later, as I went along my own path, that what you learn in if you're focusing on one tool or one project or one form of divination, when you move on to another to try it out, that information goes with you. So you're building up a great foundation. I would love to teach dowsing, and I would love to teach it in small increments, like 15 minutes or less, because intuition is a muscle, and that's what this is. You're using your intuition, and you don't run a marathon in one day. You practice, and you practice, and you practice, and you build that muscle. You can play it out. You can make yourself tired, and when you're tired, you are not accurate. So what I would like to do is teach how to develop your rapport with it, teach how to choose the right tool for you, run you through how to practice, what is realistic and what is not realistic, to learn the language of dowsing. It's far beyond yes, no, maybe, but that's where we all start out. And the importance of trying different methods and finding what is right for you, finding what your own personal roadblocks are that stop you, and working your way through them. And then getting into some of the other aspects of it. We'll talk about the history of it in the beginning. We'll just follow the energy where it goes, but we'll do it in small increments so that it is going to be geared for a novice, but anybody who already knows how to do it can use this as a brush up. can use it as something to strengthen the other things that they do. So I'm really looking forward to this.
And those people who haven't dowsed for a while, if you need those questions answered, why things aren't going so well, you could always call the Reverend.Karen at 757-453-7081 and ask your question, and maybe either speak with her directly, or we can return that on the next talking about dowsing.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a stupid question, and there is the truth that when you ask a question, somebody else probably has the same question too, but isn't going to open their mouth. So feel free to add questions into the comment box, or to call, or send it to our emails. We'll put all that at the end of this video and put them also in the comment box, so it's easy access.
Coming up soon, we will be asking, or people will be able to ask questions. We'll do a section where we will answer your questions.
We hope to get that to be a weekly thing. We'll work our way into it. Probably on Saturdays is what we're thinking. But you can post a question. You can either post it in the comment box, or you can just send it to us directly by email. Give us a first name. If you want to use a pseudonym, that's fine. We're okay with that. But we will do our best to answer your question. Please just limit it to one. And this is not a private reading, but it's a public one. But it's a great way to get some information to help you along your way. And we have something else that we're going to start introducing, most likely on Sundays, and that will be sharing some of Robert's more sacred music and things that he has performed. Some of you know he was an opera singer, so we have some recordings. So we would like to put those out there as well.
Yeah, there are some concert repertoire that I have performed that I can excerpt between myself and my accompanists, who have also said yes to these kind of things. And I will add those either as audio files or possibly as videos. So you could check on them. You can listen to them. Hopefully they are there to help you raise your vibrations, okay? Sometimes listening to the vibrations can just pull you out of the doldrums. If you're in doldrums, sometimes they can raise you to a new place where other things will start to happen that you'll love, and that will help you along the way.
Music can definitely be healing. So we will be putting some information out there as well when we find interesting articles. I ran into one the other day, so I'll post a link to that. And we will have more time for Robert's channeling.
Yes, I do have a number that are in my books that haven't been transcribed yet, but gradually they will get out there too.
Right. So
Okay.
that we'll do that on a regular basis, and we will also have time to develop some of the other things we have been wanting to develop for a good while now. There are books to be written. There are articles to be written. There's a lot of things that have been floating around our head, and now we can do them.
Yes, even
So-
more so than before.
Yeah, so there's an increased availability for readings. We will keep you posted if we are going to be at some local events. We're looking at some for fall, but I have to firm them up before I can put them on our calendar. So there is a calendar of events on the website. Please feel free to access that.
And we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you.
Right.
Blessings.
God bless you all.